So finally, almost a lot of my subscribers have been asking me for this, but I've been putting this on hold because I got busy. And so if you're someone who's new to the credit card game, picking your first credit card would be extremely important for you. And some factors that you should determine are, number one, if you are willing to grow your creditworthiness with that bank, or the second one is that will you be able to get the most out of it. Hey guys, how's it going? The name's Oshin, and in my channel I talk about personal finance, some tech that can help you, lifestyle hacks, and whatnots. Again, just a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor, so always do your research. So before we begin, we are going to set some assumptions first. And the first one is that this is your first credit card ever, as if you are a beginner. And meaning, we will not include credit cards that are of high levels, meaning no black cards, no gold cards, just the pure basic ones. The credit cards that we will be discussing today are credit cards that are catered to more low-income earners. Also, we will not take into consideration the interest rates that banks will impose on these credit cards on late payments because, as I've always been saying, always pay on time and in full so that you do not need to pay interest. But again, at the end of the day, the credit card that you want should not just cater to the lifestyle that you want, but it should suit also your current needs. So for example, you have a monthly income of say 15,000 pesos pero gusto mo agad ng credit card na may 300,000 pesos na credit limit. Not on this video. I will walk you throughout first on how I came up with my comparison process, and take note that this is not perfect, and if you can think of a good point of comparison, please leave a comment and I would definitely appreciate them, and we could discuss din sa comment section. So what I did first is that I listed all of the credit cards in the Philippines with the lowest annual fees. Low meaning around 1,500 to 2,000 pesos yung annual fee. And this is the assumption that the credit cards with the lowest annual fees would most likely have the lowest credit limits, and at the same time, it's also kind of budget friendly. But then, this might be misleading because there are some credit cards with low or even no annual fees, but they're really not for beginners. So we are going to put another layer of filter for this. And then once we are done with these layers, we then get only all of the credit cards whose minimum monthly income required will not exceed 20,000 pesos. Then after this, we are going to compare naman all of the credit cards regardless if they are good for cashback, grocery, whatever. So hindi natin din iti-take into consideration itong niche na to. But if you want me to make more specific videos about this, like what's the best cashback or rewards credit card, let me know in the comment section. I will not also be including credit cards that are niche specific. So example is yung Citibank na Grab credit card wherein it lets you maximize your profits if you use Grab every now and then. So what I did here also is that I computed how much you need to spend when you use that specific credit card to get the number of points that you need to have at least 1,000 pesos. And stay tuned until the end of the video as I would like to share a mini tool that I developed for us to be able to see the comparison a bit better. But guys, at the end of the day, note lang that these credit cards are based on my opinions. I am not saying that other credit cards are pretty useless, but I am definitely recommending this naman because I feel like it gives value to someone who will be using them. And with that, let's get into it. So the first in our list is the East West Bank Classic Card. A little side story lang when I chose this credit card. Actually, meron pa kasing card si East West na mas mababa yung annual fees and mas mababa rin yung minimum monthly income. But the problem there is that you do not get any points or rewards when you use that, and it's the East West Bank Practical Card. But anyway, so the distinct features here is that you only need a minimum monthly income of 15,000 pesos and 1,500 pesos na annual fee. And another benefit nitong card na to is that you get 1 point for every 100 pesos that you've spent. I used to have this card, but if you've been my subscriber, you already know what happened. And aside from that, you also get exclusive discounts on various shops and partner establishments ng East West Bank. So for East West Bank, you need to spend at least 303,500 pesos to get at least 1,000 pesos worth of rewards. So the second in our list is the Bank of Commerce Classic Mastercard. Alam you guys, I got surprised that this card is not that famous. But you know what? You only need to have a minimum monthly income of 10,000 pesos and its annual fee is 1,200 pesos lang. Another good deal of this credit card is that you only need to spend 25 pesos to get 1 point and then you get times 5 naman dun sa points when you spend at selected dining and shopping areas. And in fairness, yung mga establishments na nag-a-accept ng Bank of Commerce are pretty good establishments like Rustans, SNR, SM, etc. So yeah, I wonder why this credit card is not even famous. And I'd say this is a good one. And maganda din sa kanya is that yung points na nakuha mo using that credit card, you can convert it to either mabuhay miles or get go points. So for Bank of Commerce naman, you need to spend at least 477,875 pesos to get at least 1,000 pesos worth of rewards. So the third in our list is the BPI Classic Blue Card. This one I would say is a crowd favorite because of its perks. Well, kasi BPI naman talaga is actually kind of famous for yung tinatawag natin na real thrills na rewards. And especially if malimit ka na sa shopping sa mga Ayala malls, then BPI is definitely your go-to credit card. And you only need 15,000 pesos na monthly income and the annual fee is 1,550 pesos lang. And you get a point for every 35 pesos using your credit card. And what I also like about this card is that if you use it to buy flight tickets, you get a travel insurance package of up to 2 million pesos all for free. So for BPI, you need to spend at least 350,000 pesos to get at least 1,000 pesos worth of rewards. So the next in our list is the Security Bank Classic Mastercard. So this is one of my favorites because for every 20 pesos that you've spent, you get 1 point. So meron ako nung gold version nito and same lang din yung point system niya. And ang difference lang is that of course, since it's a basic credit card, ang minimum monthly income niya is mas mababa which is 15,000 pesos and yung annual fee is mas mura din which is 2,000 pesos lang compared dun sa gold na I think it's 2,500. And so for those who are having trouble on settling their credit card debts and kung may Security Bank naman kayo na credit card, I would definitely recommend na i-balance transfer ninyo na lang to Security Bank because it has a balance transfer rate of 0% for the first 2 months and then 1% naman for the succeeding months throughout your installment term. And ang maganda pa doon, you are also earning points because you only need 20 pesos nga to earn 1 point. And I would say na sulit siya. And aside from the things that I've said, Security Bank also has a good selection of partner stores that you can choose from. In my experience, I use this card a lot of times for purchasing some of my tech gears like this camera that I am using right now. So naka-installment siya sa Silicon Valley where I bought this. And then for Security Bank, you need to spend at least 366,680 pesos to get at least 1,000 pesos worth of rewards. And so the last in our list is the Metrobank Classic Mastercard. And for me, sa akin lang naman, this is probably the best beginner credit card out there in terms of usability at saka yung flexibility at saka yung mga requirements na kailangan mo because you only need 15,000 pesos na minimum monthly income and then the annual fee is only 1,500 pesos and believe it or not, you only need 25 pesos to gain 1 rewards point sa Metrobank na credit card. And a lot of stores, both SM and Ayala malls, nag-a-accept sila ng Metrobank credit cards for installments. So meaning, ang kailangan mong gastusin to get 1,000 pesos worth of rewards would be 350,000 pesos. So if you came into this part of this video, I'd like to show to everyone that I made a Google Sheet to compare these 5 basic credit cards that could help you on deciding which card you would like to get if ever. So if you can see the sheet here, red means that the card is not that good in that area and the green one is vice versa naman. And I will be growing this list in the future as I add more credit cards when we would like to compare them. So there you have it. These are my top 5 basic credit cards that I would recommend for you guys to try having. And thank you very much for watching this video. And if you like it, don't forget to smash the like button. Comment down below kung ano yung credit card na gusto mong applyan kahit hindi pa basic yan. I would love to know. And hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you will be notified whenever I have a new video. So remember, the more you learn, the more you earn. See you again soon. Peace out.